So I suddenly woke up with a burning passion to go ahead and try some Rimworld. I only have 451 hours of playtime scattered around 3 to 4 years of this game, so I won't be asking for some ridiculous stuff with ridiculous difficulties which I have absolutely no method of surviving without extra help. I'm using some of the standard mods one would use. We'll center on this area because we'd like some mountainous areas for most of our encampments. Our 3 colonies would be pretty much identical, except number 3 would have foreign animals just in case I want to go ahead and get him an animal army. Bloodlust, Jogger, and Iron-Willed, because I'm not exactly a hardcore player, and everybody has a single burning passion so they can be omnipurposed. Alright, we start off with what seems to be a pretty good area, and the first thing we're going to do is form a caravan to go ahead and take 1 away and 2 away. I'm making them pretty much do everything by themselves because they will be living separately, so it's like naked brutality for each one of them, and hopefully they know how to patch each other up with 0 medical skill. Alright, I went ahead and took a look around the map, and this seems to be like a pretty good area to go ahead and settle. It's got encampment, it's got 2 of these large structures which may produce about 200, maybe 300 granite blocks. So for number 3, we're going to settle this area. Now we don't have to build a lot, we'll just put a single there, we'll clean this, cut this off, and let's go ahead and cut some of these trees down. The first thing we're also going to need to get is a bow so they can hunt. And we got ourselves a crafting spot. We're going to make a short bow because from most of the times when I was trying this out like months ago, the problem was hunting, and when you try to go melee against some of these creatures, they would scratch you, and sometimes, you know, the scratch would lead to an infection and you would get ripperonied instantaneously. Put down a regular sleeping spot, and while he's done creating a home for himself, we'll get him to go ahead and craft another short bow. Number 2 has went ahead and came to his settlement. Let's see how it goes. Oh, perfect. He starts out on a big patch of rich soil. Let's take a look around the area for a bit. Not a lot of cheap structures, but we can go ahead and settle into here. We got a nice thick compact steel, compact machinery, and our food is getting kind of low. I don't think I'll be able to produce him a very structure early on. So what we're going to do is craft a crafting spot and a sleeping spot. So the first thing he can do is get himself a bow. And let's order him to chop some of these wood down so he can get himself a bow. Alright, let's go ahead and see here. We're next to a structure with 2 sarcophaguses. It's a structure nonetheless. What else? We got another very large structure over here. Another structure. Okay amount of animals. We do have a big patch of fertile soil here. But since there's only 1 here, I think we're gonna have to rely solely on hunting for our food. So let's go ahead and take this area over and obviously put down a sleeping spot and a crafting spot. So the first thing we do is once again get ourselves a short bow. We might have to eat raw, but good thing there's a good amount of thick forests around here. Allow this to have animals, and you construct these 2 so we can finish up our walls. First thing you're gonna do, let's go back to cutting. 1's crafting a bow, 2's crafting a bow, and 3's almost done crafting a bow. 3 crafted an awful bow, but then again his crafting is very low, so his accuracy is also pretty low. Quality modifier like 80%. But nonetheless, that is a bow. We're gonna go ahead and try to secure ourselves some food. Let's not hunt any of these wild animals, but they might be a problem looking by how many there are. We're gonna have to probably go after muffalos. One more thing, because of the high amount of predators on this map, I'm thinking that there's gonna be increased amount of corpses. So let's go ahead and try our luck hunting some of these muffalo. While he does that, number 2 created also an awful bow. Let's not go after small creatures like rats or whatever. Let's get something thick and juicy. Like a turkey. Turkey should be absolutely fine to hunt. Alright, he's hit him once. Front left leg. Not good. They're all 10 accuracy. Ooh, that's a big one. 1 created a bow. It's also awful. Food is not something to joke about. He's got boars. I don't like hunting wild boars. They are very, how you say, aggro. We have a bunch of deer up top here, but that's pretty far away. But even more boars, yikes. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and stick to hunting a simple hare. Alright, number 3 got himself the muffalo. Completely successfully hunted. He's gonna be pretty much far ahead of everybody else because of how many muffalo there are. Maybe craft a few, whatever. He's hauling this back. Let's check up on 1. Right in the eye. Damn. And this one will have to... Yikes. That's not a lot, but he's gonna bleed out. I don't like butchering spots. It says that it yields only 70% of the meat, but what can you do? What can you do? First things first, we're gonna tell them all to drop on the floor. He's got himself wild turkey, which is nice. He's got no structure, but he's got food, which is already good. Another one, butcher creature. And the same will go for this one. Alrighty, he butchered a creature. And it looks like, you know, you leave it there. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and, while he still has hunger, we're gonna tell him to go cut some of these trees down. How much do we need for a campfire? 20. Okay, so that's not gonna be a problem. Put that there. He's completed. So we're also gonna tell him the same thing to go with a campfire, because let's not eat raw food. That's not good for anybody. Let's wait until this is cut so then we can deconstruct this and maybe turn this into a structure. 106 meat from the muffalo, even with a low modifier with a butcher spot. Seems like our next thing to do is to obviously get ourselves a campfire. Judging by all of these, it's 3 that has the best possibility right now. Alright, 2, let's knock it off with the eating raw meat. You're basically just wasting. How about you? Oh, that's perfect. Let's go ahead and build that campfire. He's got his stuff. You build that. And let's go ahead and tell them all to cook simple meals. Oh, damn, I did not pause it. That's a waste of food. Go ahead and for the future. How about no? Almost screwed up with him too. Prioritize cooking, you animals. Alright, managed to save this one. Oh. Rest 43%. They can do with a bunch more manual labor. We got food. This is much better. First day. Oh, you're not hungry anymore? Alright, that's good. Now they're no longer eating raw stuff. I wonder. Let's see here. We're gonna need to create structures. Alright, 1's gonna deconstruct. Number 2's gonna continue with chopping wood. Looks like we're gonna have to build from the wall here. And number 3 is back at it again. Best one in the race so far. Right here, let's go ahead and let's do it 4 times, but drop on the floor. Lovely. 3's has the highest chance to survive. 2's okay, and 3 second best so far. One goes ahead and deconstructs everything, but I just realized that it's probably going to be a dumb idea to construct with these because the work is going to be very long. So we're going to continue chopping wood tomorrow. Everybody's going to sleep. Number 2 still needs a structure, so does number 1, so they're sleeping outside, and number 3 is sleeping inside. Alright, they all wake up at 4 o'clock with rest at 62%. Alright, as soon as they all pretty much go to sleep and wake up at the same time, we'll pretty much have time to go fast by. 2 doesn't have any work to do. Number 3 is still cooking his meals, so he'll probably do that for the time being. When he's done with that, we're just gonna go ahead and tell him to go ahead and chop more wood down. What I'm really concerned about is they're gonna need like food and medicine in case something really bad happens, like a fever or something happens. But first we're gonna have to build a structure for number 2. Next big project is gonna be this. Let's go ahead and deconstruct that. I don't think we ever need a crafting spot ever again, unless we want to make a knife, but a wooden knife. Are you kidding me? So deconstruct that, and he's getting hungry, but 2's fine. Number 1, same goes for him. He doesn't have any food, so he's gonna have to go out and hunt, find a suitable prey for him. According to the wildlife, we do have a turkey, but it's way up top. That's not a good one. Should I risk it with the boars? I think it's a stupid idea to try to have to go with the boars. Let's see if I click this. You have 2% chance. You know what? Go risk it with a boar. Boar's pretty fat. 2 needs to chop more wood. He's fine on meals. He's chopping wood, so let's go ahead and deconstruct this next. We don't need a sandstone column. We can pretty much tidy up this room, which is fine. Number 1's gonna clean this up, and number 2's gonna clean this up, and let's see how 1 fares with the boar. The boar is pretty isolated, using long range. That's good. Oh, he got it. Good. All right, so 1 is eating today again. Tell him to cook meals, butcher a creature. 1's pretty good so far. They got their plants up to 2. Plant work speed at 31% at 75% yield. That is 31% work speed. Gosh darn it, that could be much better. He's deconstructing. You know what? 3, you can go ahead and construct yourself a bed and sleep like a king. Alright, 29 meat from the creature. We're definitely gonna need to get our hands on butchering tables because 70% of whatever is unacceptable. With this wood, we have 47, which is a little bit, but we seriously do need structure. So how should we do this? That's 25 already, 30. That should be fine. He'll go ahead and chop more pine trees. I don't like how this is done, so I'll probably have to redo it. We're gonna tell number 3 to go ahead and craft 4 at the same time, because I know these simple meals, this buffalo meat will expire in 1 day. We do not have a freezer, and we do have compacted machinery. We'll see about that, and mostly just for cooking, so he gets better at cooking. Our very first event happened on 3, which is a group of visitors coming to just travel through, so pretty useless. Hopefully they piss off an animal and they go nuts or something like that. You know what are they actually doing? Moving. I wonder. You know what, let's do something very dumb. And looks like this one is hunting a rat. If I can piss this wolf off, I want him to revenge. Oh, okay, they're gonna wait around. Oh, nice. All right, go do some work, boys. Up. How about this guy? Apparently not. Let's get a bear. I'm very confident. We got cargo pods. for number 1. And he gets 26 fine meals. Oh my goodness. We're gonna need to build a fridge ASAP. What are you doing? We're gonna need you to continue with the fucking chopping wood. Thank you very much. Because structure ain't gonna build itself. Number 3. Continue trying to piss off the bear. Oh, nice. Yeah, sick 'em, boys. How are you doing? Let's the wolf bleed out in 4 hours. I don't even need you guys to do anything. All right, we got herbal medicine. All right, you're gonna continue chopping wood because we're gonna need screw this butchering spot, and we're actually gonna need to get ourselves an actual butchering spot. That takes off 3 predators off the map because a wolf is gonna die easy peasy. 3 is gonna be getting some clothing really soon. Number 2 is a little bit behind. I'm kind of concerned. Not really that concerned. What am I going to do with 26 fine meals? How should I store this? We have no components and no power. And if we want to get power, I think... and it's kind of warm outside, so I don't know how to preserve. We don't have fridges. We don't have anything to literally preserve food right now, instead of just letting it sit at room temperature, which is not ideal. It's gonna spoil in 4 days. I don't like that. Slate or more limestone. I think we can use some of darn it, I'll have to think about this. I guess we'll just use it up for the time being, 4 days, and then let it, you know, expire. All right, we got ourselves 99 wood, perfect enough to get ourselves a butchering table. This one, let's keep him down, and he will spoil in 2.4 days, and this guy will die in 2 hours because he got blood severe loss. We need to work on fridges, and I don't think they're tribal. No, they're not tribal. They got electricity. The bear just got butchered. We got 154 bear meat. Could use that for just cooking. And it seems like all of them are recreation starved. Those are some very, very good visitors. Wait a second, can he actually tame it? 4 animals? Nah. Oh well, he's already a goner in 0.3 hours. Alright, I guess next thing to do is to get them recreation. Cheapest method would be to get ourselves a horseshoe pin. Working diligently, I see. Horseshoe pin for you. And horseshoe pin for you. Winter is coming, and we're gonna need to get electricity ASAP because we cannot be going ahead and surviving off of campfires because it like once a tree a day or something like that. Tree every few days, and we got lots of corpses and we don't want our meat to spoil, so I sent 3 and 1 to go ahead and start mining a compacted machinery. We're gonna try to get ourselves a fridge going. Even though we live in a permanent winter, a fridge is still necessary so our food does not spoil, and along with the fridge we can get ourselves proper heating. Currently 2 does not have this problem. 2 needs a butchering table. 1 has a very big problem because he has 3.4 days to get a fridge going so he can preserve these fine meals. This is about a month worth of food, and I mean like good food, because it yields 5 mood. How's this going? I'm gonna have to go ahead and tell everybody to play around for 2 hours. You know what? No, play around for 1 hour before you go to sleep, so we don't end up coming into problems. Looks like we have Jade over here. Number 3 is the one with animals. I wonder what kind of animals he can tame. Let's not worry about that. We also have this mod dynamic population. I don't know how well it is compatible with 3 colonies per person, like desired population 4. Maybe it's not gonna be able to send us people until it is. Low population considered 1. Is it 1 per tile or 1 per whatever? I wonder. 2 is the only one who's critical on food. But that shouldn't be a problem because we just got ourselves access to a wooden butchering table. And we got a bunch of horses over here that we can hunt. I don't think they retaliate. And that's the only creature that is fat enough. What the hell is a yak? Is this like... No, that is a vanilla creature. Apparently they added... But then again, I haven't played for a long time. Interesting. Revenge. Unharmed 5%. Kind of far away, so I'm gonna have to, unfortunately, go and hunt a horse. Temper 10. Whoa, that 10% chance. That's much more than a boar. I think I'll go ahead and stick to clapping some bunnies. Gosh darn it. Butcher creature, drop on floor. Do forever. Dear God, their mining is so slow. 16% mining speed. Buffalo meat 16x, rotted away in storage. Doesn't matter. We still have plenty more where that came from. And just like that, it increased by 10%. Oh, damn. Probably not a good idea to start out with these. Alright, that's 3 components. We're gonna need fuel. Is it warm in here? It's 66 degrees. A group of travelers are passing by. Oh, look at that. A cougar and a lynx. One's male, one's female. I don't know, Chief. This guy is pissed. They're very low in recreation, but I don't think they want to actually play around with this. Even though I literally told them to do it at 21, but it's 23. You know what? Finish your mining. Oh, finally we're getting a raid. On 3. He's the most well equipped. He's attacking immediately. He's got himself a steel club, and I wonder if they're enemies of each other. Igniting wooden horseshoe pin. Oh, where are you? We got run and gun, so this might be easy, but he's rest at 10%. Alright, they're enemies. This is going to be pretty clean. I'm going to try to get this guy also clapped because he's got a perka. Alright. Get him, boy. What? Uh-oh. No, no. Help me, my good sir. That was pretty bad. Torso left shorter. He's good. He's got health 65%. Oh, good. He's coming after that guy. Aw, yeah. Aw. Well, we got a single beer. Okay. First raid. Survived. We're gonna need to refuel this. It's getting cold. Oh yeah. Use that major risk break. No. No, 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 no. Boy, we do not have medicine up for you to play around with. Said Wanderer 3. Oh. He got Said Wanderer and then he completely like fucking passed out. And he's got catharsis for 3.5 days. That was something. Get yourself some medical. These ones are playing. They're at recreation. So low. How about you guys sleep and then when you wake up, you gotta play. Let's change their schedule up a bit. It's hour 5. He wakes up, goes back to cooking. Oh, I hate food poisoning. Alright, we really need to work on like the little things for these guys. So, you know, they don't end up being sick most of the time. One just woke up. Refuel that fire. Oh, that's right. He doesn't need to do any of this. He needs to work on a fridge. We got 4 components for 1. And to get power, we're going to need, let's see here, temperature, a cooler. We need 3 components and construction 5. Oh, no. What's this construction? 4.14. That's a lot. Now what? Well, I can go and tell him to deconstruct this. 2 can clean this. We're gonna need to get ourselves construction up to level 5 for all of these. They're all sitting at like 4 and 5. Number 3 is still in bed. Then wake up and play around with the horseshoes, my G. Alright, that should be enough for him to do deconstruct for a good amount of construction experience. His rest is 36. He was fighting all night. He's gonna clean this up a bit. 2's gonna clean all of this up so it doesn't contribute to food poisoning a little bit more. And it seems like it is time for him to upgrade to a wooden bed. Pork 12 rotted away in storage. We got 2.3 days for one to find a solution. And the current solution is to work on construction. Oh, that's pretty fast for construction. Not bad. No, you're gonna deconstruct pretty much all of this. 2 is working on plant cutting. Still doesn't want to play with the horseshoes. What is with you? How are we gonna utilize this fertilized ore? I could prepare for the winter and get myself, like, I don't know, something like potatoes, even though animals are plenty for one person to be here. Playing horseshoe. Finally, you're playing around. All right. Let's do the same for him. 11, 12, 13. While you're there, maybe, you know, haul it back. 3 is still sleeping. No, you gotta do some cooking before these expire. Prioritizing to himself, but that's not gonna be good because winter is coming. You know what? Stop being lazy. I'm gonna physically force you to deconstruct this for all that experience. It feels like we're gonna have to go on a hunting trip again. We have sickness, so he's gonna have to get himself extra food. Eating 30%, pain 40%. Oh, he's being very bad right now. Oh, that is a yikes. We might lose 2. We might. So let's go ahead and save the other ones while we're still here. Construction is capped, but we're at least almost level 5. Alright, let's cancel all of this. We no longer care, and you can take all this back. Bear meat rotted in storage. What is 3 doing? 3 is still constructing. He could get level 5. We might lose 2. We might. Probably malnutrition. Getting food poisoning is pretty bad at the beginning. And he is level 5, 45 steel. We have 3 components. First thing, we're going to construct 3. Since he's far above everybody else, we could pretty much utilize this area also. 2 components and 100 steel for this. Wood fire generator. Consumption is going to be pretty high, so we're going to need to get our hands on steel. We only have 45 steel. And what's the closest steel we can find? Top left over here. Let's mine some of these, which we will do tomorrow. 2 finally got himself a turkey. He's being very slow about it. Who's got 1 has a raid, 1 is hungry. Let's consume fine meal before we partake in a raid. Is he preparing or is he gonna rush? It looks like he's preparing. Oh, I see. This one also has to work on home improvement. Build a copy. Cancel this. He's 45 on rest. He's good on recreation, kinda. Let's deconstruct this. This is for him now. Let's deconstruct that and the steel structure. And he's wandering around. How's 2 doing? Now let's go ahead and clean this up. We're gonna butcher this. Vargas are doing their assault. Alright, let's go ahead and play around with run and gun. He's melee, right? Yeah, he's melee. He's got a sword though. And we're a jogger. Is he a jogger? He is also a jogger. We gotta be very careful. So we're gonna have to do a good amount of kiting. This is where 10 shooting should come into play. 11 shooting, please do your job. Oh my goodness. We might lose 1 if we don't clap him in the leg or something. Alright, we hit him. In the shoulder, that's not good. Uh-oh. He's coming up. We got him again. Torso, 20 hours. He's still eating after us. Seems like he's high in goat juice. Another torso shot. Come on, do some extra damage to the thorax. Alright, that's not good enough. Come on. Oh, good. How about now? Okay, that's a leg shot. We're good. Unless we really do some screwing up. Aimed shot. And he is down. He brought himself. Can we equip this as a sidearm? Not really interested in that, but you go ahead and drink some of this for recreation. I thought we were going to lose 1. We need to get our hands on some clothing. After 1 is done drinking, you go do whatever. And he's going to need simple meals. How are you doing? You should be fine on rest. Alright, he's got food. He's no longer food poisoned. Number 3 is still sleeping it off. He's got terrible food. Consume that fine meal. Oh, we just lost our warg. Guess we're gonna get a dumping zone. First of all, seriously, rotten? No thank you. It's back at bed rest. No, let's not do any more bed rest. I'm gonna tell you this entire day to mine some steel. These guys got nothing to do. He's got food for a day. So let's go ahead and hunt the squirrel, my G. And number one, you can have that body. Let's see here. We can redo this. How's this construction at 5? He is gonna need to get some compact steel. 60 more steel, and it looks like he clapped the squirrel and he's back at it. How's his recreation? He's doing some wandering. We got 88 wood, so we should probably start doing something with that wood. His construction is at 3.95, so that's not good enough. And we got an Arctic wolf all around here, a rat. All of these seem to be fine. Lots of blood everywhere. We can tell him to spend the entire day doing some deconstruction. Yeah, let's go do some deconstruction. And worry about food when it gets low. 3. Actually, you're fine. I think that's fine. Yeah, he can craft this. Perfect. Let's tell him not to automatically refuel. Take that back. Do we have any wood? No. We're gonna need to get himself some wood for next time. Spoils in 18 hours. Can I get a fridge running in 18 hours? I don't think so. We can get fuel running in 18 hours. We can probably construct a structure for the fridge in 18 hours, but we're gonna need more components to actually get ourselves a fridge. So it looks like we're going to be losing out on 20 fine meals, which means one is losing 5 bonus to recreation and back to hunting for him. We completely forgot about this Arctic wolf. And we got ourselves a rare Thrumbo, which I'm probably never going to interact with because I genuinely don't care. Ambrosia Sprout. These are pretty common to sprout, but actually waiting for them to grow up, that's enough for me, G. 2 food, bad recreation. Hopefully he wakes up and does some recreation. Goodbye fine meals. No, force consume this for happiness. I can hear the winter wind, which means maybe I should plant potatoes. We're gonna need to stock up on wood, and we're gonna need to transform this entire area to fit our more needs. Number 2 is at just practicing some construction. We're gonna have to go on a hunt again, and they're gonna need better bows, but their crafting is very low. 1 got himself a mad hare. This might be a problem because they have teeth. And look at that boy. Oh good, what a shot. And is he gonna die? Alright, he is dead. And fine meal is now out. We're gonna make this much more visibly appealing because this is currently not working for me. Exotic goods trader jumped onto 3. We don't have anything to sell, but we'll check in nonetheless. Components, no thank you. Actually, is that? Oh, that is one of theirs. Oh! They just had a fight and one of the homies killed the other homie. You know, I'll cancel this. He's gonna die anyway. So we're gonna strip this guy. He's got tainted flak jacket. This is armor sharp. Negative movement speed though. But we got ourselves a pistol and that is absolutely amazing. Can I go ahead and sell you guys this garbage? Come on, buy it for cheap. Nope. It was worth a try. We got 2 fine meals out of this though. What a shame it's all tainted. I don't think I have the mood to play around with this. Alright, it's now more aesthetically pleasing. Let's deconstruct all of this. 2.6 days. That's right, we need a butchering table. Alright, let's see here. 1 has 5 construction, which now he can build himself a fridge. So does 2, and so does 3. The highest chance of survival is currently looking at 3, followed by 1. And we're gonna finish off this episode here.